So tonight what I'm going to work on is installing the dual pickup kit into this fuel cell. Liquid Iron Industries puts together a little kit for these RCI fuel cells. It comes with two of these little Walbro filters. You've got a little T fitting here, a couple compression fittings, and a little AN piece. And then this little setup, it's a bulkhead AN fitting. I think you get to pick the size on this. I went with the -6. I think you can do -6 or -8. Comes with this. You've got also, I've already put the little cap on, but it's got a little -8, just a cap to cover up your fuel pickup, because you're not going to be picking your fuel up from the top of the tank anymore. You're going to be going in from the bottom of the tank, or from the lower part of the side. So I'm just going to put this on. I've got another fitting that's going to go up here. I just lost the cap. And then you've got these two tubes here. Now, there's no instructions coming with the kit, but it looks pretty straightforward on how to do it. You just got to pull this filler neck off, or filler head off, drill a hole in the side of the tank, and then fix your hands in there and try to get it all put together. I assume that's how it's done. That's the way it looks like it's going to be done, and that's the way I'm going to try to do it. But we'll see if I run into any issues. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull off this top filler neck assembly. It's a 7/16 socket. I'm going to use my little electric impact to get it off. Hopefully, I don't know what's inside of here, if it's going to break or not, but I really don't want to use a hand ratchet to get whatever 15 bolts or whatever here. Alright, so I got these off. Now obviously when you're putting it back on, you're not going to want to use your impact to tighten it back down. You just want to kind of snug it on there and then use the hand ratchet or hand wrench to pull it off. But you need to get a bag to put these little nuts in so I don't lose them real quick. Okay, so I was off. There's 12, not 15. I don't know if these are, okay, it looks like it's got some little washers on here too. They're on there pretty good. Let's see how this thing pulls off, if it will come off. Alright, so I've got a little gasket scraper here. Let's see if I can get this thing off without breaking the seal. And that didn't happen either. Let's see. Let's see if these little plastic things are rubbed on. Alright, so it looks like that might have been what's holding these things on. These little plastic washers, whenever the nuts got tightened down, you can see it's squished. You probably can't see it on the camera there, but it squished some of the plastic down and it stuck around the nuts, so I'm gonna have to unthread these washers. Alright, so I got all the little plastic washers off, and it looks like this is gonna come out now. Now, I don't think it matters what orientation you put this thing back on, as long as, you know, this is on the top, not the bottom. But I'm going to go ahead and mark the fuel cell and the top. I guess I'll do one in silver and then one in black, since I can't mark silver on silver and black on black. But that comes off really easy once you take the little washers off. It's got a little gasket here. I'm going to go ahead and pull this gasket off too, so that it doesn't get damaged while I'm working on it. set it over here in the box. Now, I guess these things are just nutserts inside of here. They're held on, but yeah, there's really not much to it in there. You got the fuel, what is it, sending unit or whatever it is, the sending unit. I don't know what they're, the float for your gas gauge, but you got a really long tube down there for your fuel pickup, but we're not going to be using that pickup anymore. It's welded on. I can get my hand down in here, so hopefully it's not too difficult to put this thing together. But I noticed that on the kit here, so on the kit, they give you 2 different lengths of rod. Now, I don't know why they give you 2 different lengths, but I'm sure I'll find out when I go to put it all together. So, before I know where to drill the hole in here, I need to assemble this. So, it's just, this little T has got some compression unions on here. And it looks like it's the same thing top and bottom, so it doesn't really matter which side gets which one. I'll slide that on. That. And then the other side. And the tubing that they provided is already, it's already deburred, so you don't got to worry about that. Now we'll grab our filters, slide them on. They've got some little, there's like a little push lock thing on it. And I don't know if you can see in there, but it's got some little metal teeth that retract whenever you push this plastic piece in. But I just need to know where this sits in here. So now that this is assembled, I'm just going to set it here on the side and get it about centered up in between the edges here, so I know where the center line of this T-fitting is. And now that I know that, I can mark. It'll be kind of eyeballed, but it'll be close. Alright, with the mark on here, I'll just take my square and then just run a line up a couple of inches for that. Now, I don't know how high up this has to go, so what I'm going to do is, I've got this sitting here on this tank. It's got a little bit of a bow in it, but it's fairly flat. And we'll see about where the center of this is. Looks like it's 1 inch. I'll set it down on the table just to make sure, because the table's pretty flat and I'll probably just scratch the crap out of this by sliding it. So about 1 1/8 inches is the height from the bottom of the tank to the center where the hole needs to be. And 1 1/8 inches is, I think, on here. Yeah. So we'll mark this at 1 1/8 inches. Right there. Then put that to the side for now. Try to mark this. Actually, you know what? I almost made a mistake. So it's 1 1/8 inches from the wall on the inside. Now this fuel cell is, I don't know, what is it, about 1/16 of an inch thick? Where's the measuring tape? Oh, actually, grab the calipers. about 90 thousandths. So we need to add that to our distance up. So I go up 90 thousandths from the line here. Alright, so we've got this center punch, now we need to drill a hole. So we need to figure out how big of a hole to make. And I think when I checked earlier, this is between 1/2 inch and it's like, yeah, 0.55. Which, oh, what is that? 9/16 is, yeah, it's about 9/16. All right, so we're gonna do a 9/16 hole here. That fitting measure to, it was like 550 thousandths, and 9/16 is like 560 something. So we'll drill this thing out to 9/16 using step bit. So we get the hole drilled. Shake off the shavings. Looks like there's quite a bit down in the tank. I'll have to vacuum those out in a second. That off. I'm gonna grab a file and get the inside because I doubt I'm gonna be able to fit a drill in there to, let's see. Yeah, there ain't no way. That's going down in there to try and chamfer the back side of it. So we'll get a file real quick. I'm sure if I had a deburr tool, it'd get this a little easier, but since I don't have one, I'm just gonna file around the inside edge. So we got this file down. I need to get rid of all the shavings in there, so I'm gonna grab a vacuum cleaner and try to get them all down into one corner and vacuum it out. All right, so got the shop vac. I'm gonna tilt this thing inside. Try to get all the shavings knocked down there and then vacuum it out. Okay, so what I'm gonna try first is I'm going to put this bulkhead fitting on and then try to attach this to the bulkhead fitting. Okay, so I'm going to put in the bulkhead fitting. To do that, I'm going to need 2 7/8 wrenches. And I don't have 2 7/8 wrenches, or actually I do. The other one's in my tool bag for cheap somewhere. And I don't feel like going to grab it. So I'm going to use trusty little universal wrench. Now, don't forget to put the washers on. I've already got the inside washer in there. Now, put this down. Alright, so now we're going to try to put this, this whole assembly in here. And make sure that these are on good. These little filters. Make sure they're on straight. And they are. Now we'll see if it slides in here without any issue. Oh, just barely, look at that. You got about a 1/16 of an inch. So whenever you're putting this together, you really need to be on that center. You don't have much to play, or not, it's actually not centered, but you really need to be within less than a 1/16 of an inch of where the Z needs to sit, or it's not going to go in there easily. So make sure I can actually get my arm out. And I can tell that it's we're at a pretty good height because the threaded AN coupler lines right up with this bulkhead. Looks like the tube over here on this side is going to be really close to this, the float for the fuel gauge. So it's not hanging up on it, as in it won't go up for a full tank, but it might get hung up on its way down. So it may tell you have, I don't know what, 1/8 of a tank, have less than 1/8 of a tank. So you may want to not let it run dry. Alright, don't know if you'll be able to, I don't know if you can see in there, but that's what it looks like all in it. See the fitting down there. You may or may not be able to see how close it is to the fuel sitting unit. Okay, so now that we've got the pickup kit installed, we're going to put the gasket and filler neck back on. And I'll line up my marks that I made earlier. Like I said, the marks probably aren't necessary because I'm sure this is an equally spaced bolt pattern, but I'll do it anyway just so I don't get frustrated. Wipe some dirt off of this thing. Now line our other mark up over here. It's on there. So now we're going to put on the little washers that were on here. To help put these little washers on, I'm going to take a little 5/16 socket and just go push them all down and spin these nuts just to get them started. Alright, now we'll go through and I'll spin these all down with the electric impact. I'm not going to tighten them down with it, I'm just going to spin them down so it's quicker. Okay, so those are tightened down. Now, you should take the little wrench and go and just hand tighten them all the way, or snug them down. I don't think they need to be super tight. I don't know what the strength is on the little rivet nut, but we'll go through and tighten it down all. Alright, so I got the dual pickup kit put in from Put Iron Industries and then RCI fuel cell. It's ready to go in the buggy and get fuel plumbed. I don't know when I'm gonna run the fuel lines, but I need to have this in because I'm about to put bump stops and I need to figure out where I'm gonna put the fuel pump at. So I wanted to have this in here so I kind of knew where everything needed to be. Last thing I need to do is put the fitting on the end here that's going to go to the fuel line, and then it'll be ready to go. But anyway, I hope this video helps somebody out there who's looking for instructions on how to put this this kit together. Like I said, in the beginning I couldn't find any instructions online, and I couldn't find any posts online where people did it, just photos of what it looked like when it's done. But yeah, anyway, hope this helps you guys out.